Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, this is a general collective oracle reading. I do not use tarot cards. I have nothing against them. I'm just trying something different in my practice. And I use oracle cards and a mixture of index cards that I created myself with different energies to complement the reading and give more specific guidance to that. The message that I got before I sat down to do this reading while I was meditating was something that is gonna feel like you're just gonna slide into something. Like you slide, like kind of like when you're sliding or scooting your car seat into place to get it to that right feeling, to feel just right. Something's gonna feel like that. Something to where you're gonna slide into a situation, or a situation is gonna slide. Something's going to slide together or fit together and come together where it feels just right. For some reason, I'm getting the reference of Goldie Bear in the Goldie Bear. My dyslexia coming out. As you can see, I reverse things when I say things out. I don't see them backwards. That goes for writing too. Sometimes why I misspell things. But Goldilocks and the Three Bears is what I'm seeing. You know, just right kind of thing. Finding that just right fit or situation that's going to happen. Something that you're going to slide into. It's going to slide into you, or you're going to slide into it type situation. Hopefully it has nothing to do with ice on the road. But if it does, it's not bad. You may slide into something on the road. Nothing bad's going to happen, but something maybe ironical might come out of it. That's a good thing. You might discover that might be like, oh, you run into somebody, bump into something, figure out something, notice something while that happens, but nothing bad happens. For those people that's for a very few people. Okay. All right. So, alrighty. Interesting. These cards are stuck together. A lot of reversals. The first two cards out were reversed. We will get into that. Another card that's reversed. Doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. It just depends on the card and the situation. I was hearing the birds earlier. They can be kind of loud in my area. And I was wondering if I was going to get that card again. Okay. 1, 2, this entire row over here on this side is completely in reverse. And then the one up on top and these isn't in reverse and the rest are upright. So this should be a very interesting reading. Doesn't mean anything. Just the energies are kind of sliding around, kind of like I said, you're going to slide into something that's going to feel just right. Oh, interesting. Okay, I got 2 cards. Okay. I'm not going to forcibly put my cards down too hard because the last time I did that, my phone slid off. I don't have a real stand, so I kind of jimmy rig it. And when I forcibly slam things down or push the pressure, you saw what happened. Anyway, the card on the bottom is abracadabra, some manifestation energy, some magic. As you see, she's looking at the star patterns in there. She's noticing some patterns, maybe something to do with manifesting something, creating something, but being aware of patterns and signs, synchronicities. 34 breaks down to a 7. This is spiritual. It's also knowledge and learning about something, learning a lot of thirst for knowledge. 3 is very creative, could also be communication. 4 is also very stable. It's good energy. I like that. The element that is going to be driving this reading is air energy, something very logical. We're trying to work something out logically. The secondary energy is earth, something tangible, something in the physical. And the chakra tool that we're going to be using from our 7 chakras is the throat chakra. Makes a lot of sense since we got air energy, thinking and then speaking it through. And it has something to do with the material, in the material world, something that's tangible. The lesson that we're learning at this time through the 7 deadly sins that will help us grow. Gluttony. To overconsume, lack of self-control. The Chinese zodiac sign or signs, because sometimes I pick 2 energies that are going to be giving us some clarification, is the rabbit. And the rabbit is the number 4th sign in the zodiac lineup. And you could be born in the year of the rabbit. You don't have to be. It's about longevity. It's about peace, prosperity, and luck. The negative side of the rabbit is a pushover, a pessimistic energy, likes to avoid aggression and doesn't like to take risks. Interesting. And then the number or numbers in numerology that are helping to support this energy, guide, give wisdom to are, I got the same number again. 4, stability. And this is very interesting. Very, very interesting. Because I was looking at the rabbit. For some reason, Spirit was telling me to. The rabbit is the 4th zodiac sign. So this is reiterating 4 and stability. Playing the long game in something, because rabbits are all about longevity, peace, and prosperity. Playing the long game in something to make it very stable. But that's funny. The rabbit and the tortoise in that, the tortoise always wins. Interesting. I don't know why I got that analogy. Maybe it's learning to slow down and learn something about that race with the tortoise and become smarter and wiser, because the rabbit is very lucky, but we're talking about stability and being dependable and something that's no nonsensical. And the rabbit is all about longevity and prosperity. So, okay, let's see. So the first card we got was Cooking with Grace, but we got it in reverse. So an energy of not doing something with grace. The opposite of that. The energy that it is, I cannot think of the word because there's an energy that's trying to block me. Sorry. Okay. So we got Cooking with Grace in reverse. So something that is an energy of not doing something gracefully, a bad sport, like unsportsmanlike conduct. And stranded is what, I'm going to say complemented that energy. Clarified, I couldn't think of the word. Something is really trying to mess with my energy right now. And something might be trying to mess with your energy. And that's maybe why you're feeling stranded. 44 breaks down to an 8, which is all about your abundance. And we got the 4, and the rabbit is also the 4th sign in the zodiac. So it's about your stability. Something that wasn't done with grace. Something with the non-graceful energy. Maybe klutzy or I want to say radically, but that's not the word I'm looking for. Something recklessly. something that was done, might have been radical recklessness, something that was done very reckless, that in a situation, I don't know who or what is in this situation, but a reckless energy that has something to do with your ability to work or progress in a working situation or creating whatever that is. That we did get air as a secondary earth is a secondary element, so something in the tangible. But this is like stranded, kind of like hangman energy in a sense, but it's very stable. It's kind of like you're at a stopping point. Kind of like hangman energy meets Four of Cups in a sense in the tarot. Mesh meld is in reverse. So something that was very, didn't go together, reckless, didn't fit, didn't go together, didn't mesh well. The opposite of meshing meld would be, it just wouldn't fit, like trying to fit a square into a round hole type situation. And you're waking up to this. And Morning Dew Girl, this is all about facing your fears and like an awakening. It could have been very emotional with all this water, these water droplets back here that you're catching. One is about something that's a new or powerful energy. 3 is all about creativity or communication also. We're going to come back to this because I feel like it's going to give us, as we go down through here, we're going to come back to that energy. I'm getting something about, because I was getting this earlier about the sliding into something. Again, it's telling me for some of y'all, it's like maybe you run into something, or you ran, but it doesn't mesh well with you. Something that caused you to feel stranded, that was done very recklessly. And I said something like, maybe like it could have even been a car accident. Something like that. That it doesn't have to be bad. Just something that was like a hiccup, something that was a you unforeseen challenge that didn't flow well, didn't come out in the way that you would have liked. It messed things up. It skewed things. And you're waking up to this, and you're having to face your fears in this situation that was very reckless, that is causing you to kind of take pause. Something that was very reckless. Wild Delight and Night Ride. Night Ride is 4 and 6. 46 breaks down to a 10, which it breaks down to a 1, which is all about new beginnings. Pioneer energy could also be very powerful. 4 is all about stability, and we got the 4 repetitively a lot so far. And 6 is all about harmony and pure love. So this is all about protection, and stability is very similar energy to the King of Pentacles in the tarot deck. And also similar to the star energy with all the stars up there, like very hopeful energy, almost like healing. This is about air energy with the throat chakra. Interesting. Okay, so something that Night Ride. Very stable energy that you're really happy. Something that you're, let's read this. These energies. Angelic eyes is in reverse. Lorelei or Lorelee energy, 31, breaks down to a 4. Again, stability. 3 is all about your creativity or communication, and 1 is all about very powerful energy and new beginnings. Very similar energy to the Emperor and the tarot deck. Not seeing something. So you have a lot of, you love it when you're moving forward. You find a lot of satisfaction and happiness in your life when things are moving forward, and that feels very progressive to you. That feels like you're making a lot of progression, and that feels safe for you. That makes you feel very grounded and supported and protected, like this owl protecting this little owl here when you're moving forward. You like that. And you're not, I feel like the first card that came out with this Cooking with Grace in reverse, which is like reckless energy that caused you to be stranded because made you feel like you had to take a pause, but you like moving forward. You're comfortable and you're in your element when you're moving forward. So that's maybe why we got this air energy, because it's something that we're going to have to logically think about and speak on in the physical, because we got the earth as the secondary elemental energy. And you had to face this realization that this was not working for you, this feeling stranded, this reckless energy that happened. Either you could have potentially done this reckless energy. It doesn't make you a bad person. We all sometimes move on impulse. Maybe you thought that was the best way to go because you like to keep moving forward, because that's where your comfort is, in the wild delight. But it's caused some type of a disturbance in your world that you've been awakened to. And you're not seeing some type of push-pull energy, in a sense. It could be internal, and it could be with something else in a situation that you're dealing with that makes you feel like this, in this situation, something or someone has all the power to control what's going to happen to this boat over here. So either in this situation, you don't see that you hold the power, or someone else potentially does, and you're not seeing that. So you need to see that. You're maybe not clearly seeing it. Delicious bath bathing. And the clarification to this was number 28. And this breaks down to a 10, which breaks down to a 1, which is like a new beginning, very powerful energy. 2 is all about balance. 8 is all about your abundance and infinite energy. Can you hear me? This is all about understanding that even though you may feel alone in an emotional situation, but this has to do with logic. So you have to remember strategy. And throat chakra was the tool that we're using. And this is all about, can you hear me? Because she's trying to speak up for what she needs, and she needs to use the tools that she has here which is this little shell that she can project her sound or voice through. And with this card, Delicious Bath Bathing, I feel like you're swimming in, you might be swimming in your, or, you know, swimming in your, bathing in your, something that's emotional, and you need to be more logical about this in this situation, about how you're going to speak on this, about how you're going to communicate your needs in this situation. Silently Invisible is in reverse. So you're definitely feeling seen, or you know you have the capability to be seen in this situation. And this is like the Three of Wands in the tarot card. You're waiting on your ships to come in. But this is 40, sunny day. Breaks down to a 4, and we keep getting this about stability. She's very stable. Above and below, she's protected. She's protected. She's sitting up here in this mushroom, and she's got her little parasol, and she's protected from the sun beating down on her. So very stable energy. It's like reminiscent of the Three of Wands, but it's kind of like the Four of Wands, and you feel very seen. You're not silently invisible. You might actually need to get loud in a situation. Or maybe this is a very loud situation. Because we're talking about the throat chakra. It's logical, and it has to do with the earth element that we are manifesting. Yeah, stability, manifesting from something that left you unable to move. You had to pause because it was some type of like reckless energy, and it threw you for a loop, and you had to reevaluate and reassess. And that was kind of like an awakening, because it left your situation not able to fit together the way that you were used to. And there's going to be some type of a red flag or a warning. Might even be a bird's warning. You might want to listen to the birds. But it's not necessarily literal in this. And we did get some owls. So in terms of birds, I didn't get a lot of birds in this reading that were really prominent. But in this case, wisdom. Use your wisdom in this, whatever this red flag is. Number 49, keys on a tree, in this tricky situation. We got elephants here twice, and they never forget. Remember your wisdom. And 4, again, we got 4 all over this. This is about your stability and something logical that you need to move on, that you need to speak into existence. You need to speak on it. And it has a secondary element, is something about that's physical to you in this tangible whatever that is, and whatever that is. But it's a logical situation that you need to really be thinking about, not being in your emotions. Gluttony is all about lack of self-control. So keeping yourself contained in a sense. So with gluttony showing up here, making sure that you don't become reckless. Maybe there was a gluttonous situation that caused you to have your life kind of break apart and cause you to slow down because of whatever overconsumption happened in whatever way that was. You know, under budgeted, could have miscalculated, someone else could have miscalculated, it could be so many different things that could have recklessly come into your life, or you inadvertently made decisions that were reckless, didn't realizing that they would put you in that situation that would cause you to that were very gluttonous in that way, for over consuming and maybe a lack of self-control. Well, you need to have more self-control in this, because you need to logically work through this and speak up in this situation, because you're going to have to be really creative with his keys on a tree, that you have gotten yourself kind of like, you have the capability to get yourself out of this situation in a very creative way. Very creative way. But you need to watch out for the red flags pertaining to this. I think the warning could be to make sure that you are not taking any risks, even though you have to be creative in a sense. Looks so kind of slow. I said, but at the beginning of the read, you're going to kind of have to slow down and do things in a very stable way. No nonsense. Yes, you have to be creative in the situation, but not anything that's too risky. This might be like a long game. I don't know, but you're going to have to speak up and not be emotional in this. So in the creative part of this tricky situation of trying to get things back, there's a logically, the way that you have to move might be tricky, and there might be some pitfalls along the way. So watch the warning signs for that. I feel like that's the best way I can say that. Alien experience came in reverse. So this is going to be something, this tricky situation, this might be the warning, is going to look very average, normal. It's not going to look weird. It's not going to appear, it's going to look like an everyday situation. And this red garden is number 8, which is all about abundance and infinite energy. And it's like she's looking, like her experience in this is she's looking back at she's come to a place in her life where she's successfully become a part of the garden. So she's become one with everything, and she's looking back on that and her progress, and whether that's good or bad, she is taking some type of pride in that. Maybe like the way the rabbit, the longevity, the peace, the prosperity, and maybe there was some luck involved in this, and it wasn't like an out of the ordinary experience. But I feel like this has to pertain to this bird's warning in a creative situation, that you're going to go down some type of, like it could even be like a project or a new job or a situation in the physical. You're going to have to logically and also leave your emotions out of it, or be more in your head, like the King of Cups in the tarot. And you're going to have to utilize your voice. And this is going to seem very normal to you. The situation, this pathway is going to seem, it's not going to be like an alien experience. It's going to seem very comfortable, very normal to you in this situation. And after manifestation, so you're trying to manifest this, get yourself out of whatever happened. And I feel like that's where the sliding into, maybe something slid into you that didn't make you feel so good, whatever that situation is, and you're going to slide back into something else. It's a new beginning. It's very joyful. It's very cheerful, and this flower spirit can be youthful, but it's new. It's like the Page of Cups or the Page of Wands. And it is a 10, which breaks down to a 1. So it's definitely a new start. You're manifesting this. You're moving forward, essentially, which is what you like to do. This is what you like to do, is keep going, because you're in this pause, or you're reconfiguring something that was very messy. But it is all about your work, your craft, your hobby, whatever that is. This is Weaving Flowers, which is number 33. It's a master number. It is about creativity and pure love. And this new path that you are strategizing for yourself, for your work or creativity, whatever it is that you're working on, is going to lead to a lot of freedom in this long way home. It may feel like you've got a long way to go, but 35 breaks down to an 8, which is your abundance, infinite energy. 3 is very creative, and 5 is all about change. So you're going to be making the changes necessary, speaking up on what it is that you need, maybe even calling the shots in this situation. And I feel like it may have to do with a community or more than one person, because we got the Sea Witch right underneath that, and she's very friendly and kind of like a chatty Cathy in that sense. But you're going to have to speak in a very no-nonsensical way, in a very head-down approach, because the 4s are all over this, but there is going to be a change. So shifting, like I said, sliding, shifting into something, but it's going to feel really good. It's going to give you a lot of freedom in movement in this creativity. And it just might feel like it's a long way off, but it's not. It's going to feel very normal and natural when you go down this path that may seem a little bit tricky. But just use your discernment and stay the course, because I feel like this is like for about the long-term situation and prosperity that you're wanting, that you're trying to achieve. But I definitely think I see the situation, like I said, kind of almost shifting. There's going to be like a shift. It's going to feel like a slide, and you'll slide into it very comfortably. And I hope that that was helpful. And I hope that everybody has a wonderful day. And if you enjoyed this reading, please feel free to like and share. And if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. And to my new subscribers, thank you very much. And I hope to see you back. Bye.